Hey guys, how's it going? I am doing so good today. Today, you guys, I am going to share how the law of attraction makes me feel better. So if you are new to the law of attraction studies, if you're new to the law of attraction journey, you probably wonder often, like, why am I doing this, or why am I seeking this? And you kind of get confused a little bit about, like, am I learning the right things? Am I learning the best things to know how to manifest my desires, how to be good in the world, and how to just attract abundance in general? Well, you guys, this morning I was reading Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks and Esther Hicks. So, well, Esther and Jerry Hicks and Abraham Hicks as well. So here is my book here. And I was actually reading chapter 18 today in case you want to like follow along with me. And something just really stuck out to me that I wanted to share with you guys, because I felt like this is like the key thing of why practicing the law of attraction is important, and also what you need to tap into to manifest faster, and also to, you know, get in that vibrational frequency to feel great, like, and to know how to go to that gut feeling in your heart and in your mind, so that, again, so that you can attract good things into your life. I have been studying the law of attraction for 3 years, and there always came this point where I would go in and out of it. I would feel bad, or on the days where I did feel bad, I was like, okay, I'm not manifesting anything, or I'm not happy with this. Oh, this is just something I'm following. This is like religion. I would just go in and out of it, and I always just kind of had these moments where I was just like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. But then there are other moments where I will manifest and attract and just have all of these good things. I will do scripting methods, and it'll just all flow to me, and I just wonder, like, what's the difference? Like, what am I experiencing that's so different from when I feel bad? All has to do with the vibrational emotional scale, like your frequency, and how good you feel determines on, you know, how fast and how good you manifest the things that you want. And how bad you feel determines on basically the worst that you feel, because you're trying to like manifest things when you're not in the frequency of manifesting. And so then you get frustrated because you're like, well, why aren't things coming to me, and why are they coming to other people? Especially when you are surrounded by people that also believe in it, and they're manifesting and attracting like everything, but then you're like having a dry spell. It just makes you feel so bad, and then you just want to do away with the entire practice altogether, the entire law altogether, because it's more than just a practice. It's just tapping into frequencies. The key thing that made me feel better was understanding my vibrational frequency. So once I understood that my emotions have a lot to do with the way that I manifest, that's when I knew that I kind of could figure out how to emotionally feel better before I do like a scripting method. So for example, I like to meditate, and I like to listen to calm music. I like to light incense all before I go into doing, like, let's say a new moon ritual where I script out my desires for the month, because I know that if I'm not in that vibrational frequency, if I am not in that zone, you guys, then I'm not going to attract anything, and it'll just be a pointless thing. So the best example to really think about, you guys, is when you have that friend who is in such a great space. They are so happy, everything's coming to them, they are abundant in all areas, and you're just feeling negative, you're just feeling down. Maybe some things happened to you recently in your life, and you just feel defeated, and your friend constantly tells you, think positively, think positive thoughts. And that always irks me. I know it might irk you guys too, because it's like, don't tell me to think positive when I have these negative feelings, and I can't just get rid of how I feel about this negative situation. Like, it doesn't go away, the feelings don't go away. However, what you can do is replace that negative thought with a positive one, yes, but you first want to address, you want to allow resistance. This is what they mean when they say allow resistance. Address the way that you feel, address the negative feelings, get down to the bottom of it, and don't attach to that negative feeling. Just understand it and acknowledge that feeling, and know, like, hey, like, this feeling isn't so great, but I have a million other thoughts in my mind that make me feel great. So I'm gonna work through this, but I'm also about to gradually go on to something more positive so that I can just feel good. So it has nothing to really do firsthand with let me feel good so that I can manifest. It has to do with let me feel good because I need to feel good, and my emotional scale needs to be a lot better. Like I need to be in the good section or content section. I need to be a little bit happier, and therefore it's easier to manifest. It's easier to attract amazing things into your life because you are just resisting. You're not resisting the feeling, and you are acknowledging the way that you feel. More often than not, your feelings, like the way you feel, is just a signal for how you vibrationally feel and how you emotionally feel. So if I feel bad, then I know that like my vibrations are going to be low. If I feel great, my vibrations are probably going to be high. So that's probably the best time for me to sit down and really look at my life. Like, it's so interesting too, because a lot of times things will be going good and we forget all about manifesting. We forget all about writing our desires. We forget it all because we feel like we have it all. And then once that gut feeling goes away, we feel bad and we're in that low vibration state. And then we try to rush and like ask the universe for all of these things. And it seems like it's not coming fast enough because we're already in an impatient state. Just a few things, a few advice tips for you guys is, number one, I do encourage you guys to look up the Vibrational Emotional Scale by Abraham Hicks. It is in his book, Ask and It's Given, and it's also around the internet surfacing around, usually in like a rainbow chart, and it will show you like where you are. And when you're feeling low, I encourage you guys to just look at that scale and kind of see like, where am I on this scale and how can I work through it so that I can replace this bad feeling with some good feelings, and so I can just be good in general. I encourage you guys that once you've worked through that negativity, to really reach for the best thought possible, and just that best thought that you know that's going to make you feel good, because it's going to put you in a different state, a different perspective, and then even what you were feeling negatively about, you'll be able to look back and be like, oh, you know what? I understand this clearly because my mind is clear, my mind is in a better space. I also encourage you guys to reach for a thought that you know, again, is going to make you feel better. An example would be, I will deliberately reach for this thought so that I can feel better. It's just as simple as that. Tell that in your mind. I'm going to deliberately look for a better thought because I just want to feel good, and I know that if I feel good, then I'm going to manifest better. Another example would be, I want to feel good, so I will choose better thoughts that make me feel good. So it's just as simple as that. If you say those two phrases in your mind, it's really going to help you to get back to a good space, and it's going to help you to realize that it's your emotions that you have to deal with more than your thoughts. It's what you feel deep down in your gut and in your heart is what you need to work through. Your thoughts are gonna come and go. You're gonna have weird thoughts. It's so weird. I was having a conversation yesterday and we were just talking about how random things just pop up in our minds like out of nowhere, and we're just like, where did this come from? But it doesn't mean that you have to attach to that thought, but you do need to work through your emotions and really figure out how you feel. And that is why the law of attraction has helped me to feel better, because for so long, you guys, I would be worried all the time and I would be attaching to thoughts that did not serve me. I would be attaching to my emotions and really wearing my heart on my sleeve, when you don't really have to do that. You can just choose a better feeling. So I hope that you guys understood this video today, and I hope that you guys get the book Ask and It's Given. Sometimes I pick it up in the morning and I just go to a chapter that really serves me, and then I read through it and I take notes and I feel better. So for me, that's something that makes me feel good. So if you're new, please go ahead and subscribe and like this video, and until next time, I hope that you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day.